What's up? What's up? What's up, guys? I am Raya. Um, let's see. How do I want to start this? First of all, we're waiting on my pizza rolls. So in about 15 minutes, I gotta go get the pizza rolls out of the oven. So that's first things first. Second, this is the first kind of stream for me. So, or at least on Twitch, with my face and the whole setup and camera. So it may be a little scuff for this first one, but we're gonna just see. We're gonna have a little fun. So yeah, hopefully you can hear me all right. As the streams go on, we're gonna have better. I'm gonna fine tune a little bit, get it nice and crisp for you guys. Because I don't know if I like this lighting. I don't know if I like the background. I don't know if I like any of this art. But anyways, yeah. So welcome. My name is Raya. This is my puppy Nashville. He likes to join me on stream. Say hi, Nash. Okay. But yeah, so the idea for this kind of my channel is I want to yap because I love to yap. I mean, I love to yap to myself, if that makes sense. I don't like to yap to other people. Like, I'm usually the quiet one in the group, but I like this kind of idea of, sharing ideas and you guys chatting back and us going down rabbit holes of ideas and thoughts and memories. So we're gonna roll with that and see where we lead. But Nashville, you'll hear him from time to time. He gets a little whiny and kind of crybaby-esque when he doesn't get attention. But yeah, so this will be. I'm thinking. I know it's Monday, so I'm hoping to have some kind of set schedule for whoever wants to pop by and check me out. But the idea is to have Mondays be Minecraft, Tuesdays be like we'll have a random topic generator, decide what we talk about that day. We'll do Wednesday will be probably gaming. At the first, probably more Minecraft, or I don't know. You guys can give me ideas on what to play. I really want to play Little Nightmares. And I want to play like maybe Limbo and some games along those veins. Because I'm not much of a first-person shooter fan. So yeah. But we'll get into all that and have some fun with it. And then Thursdays I want to do like Thursdays are like my K-drama days, because I'm really into K-dramas right now. So I want to dedicate an entire stream to just talking about the K-dramas we're watching and reviewing them, pros and cons, favorite parts, least favorite parts, funny parts, parts that made our hearts swell, parts that made us cry. Because I don't know if you've ever seen a K-drama, but you're gonna cry. Absolutely. And then Fridays will probably be like a flashback Friday kind of situation, where we just go down memory lane, talk about the 90s, talk about anything that piques our interest. It's more like a freestyle Friday, but yeah, something where we can just play around and whatever. Fridays would be like the fun day where we can just do whatever. I mean, they'll all be fun days, but it'll be the kind of the day we get to do whatever we want and enjoy it. And actually, I'm gonna turn down my mic in my ears because I can't focus when my voice is too loud in my head, if that makes sense. So let's just go ahead and turn that down. Let's see. Let's go with that. Yeah. Alright, so hopefully you can hear me just fine. But yeah, so that's the rundown. I plan on streaming Monday through Friday. Probably about, I'm a little late today because I was setting everything up, and like all these graphics and everything. Those will probably, I don't know, we'll fine tune them and get them to where they really kind of make sense and are aesthetically pleasing. But yeah, so that's what I was doing today, was fine tuning that. But I would like to do, like, let's see, I want to do Monday through Friday, like 10 p.m. Central Standard Time to, like, I don't know, 2 or 3 or 4 a.m. Central. So whatever that is for you, that's kind of my goal. But yeah, so that's kind of the layout. I'll probably keep the weekends just to have off, just to hang out and chill. And for this first stream, like I said, this is just kind of getting used to everything, getting used to the lighting, getting used to how I sound and all this, and kind of getting it nice and crisp for you guys. But yeah, the idea is to come over and be cozy with me and hang out and get some blankets and get your puppies and just enjoy spending time together. And I've got a sub goal for the month, and I've got a tip goal, kind of a donation goal for the month. This first one will be for some snacks for Nashville, so he'll enjoy any kind of tips or anything. And he's actually sleeping on a pillow I just put down for him. It's really cute. So, but yeah, that's kind of the situation, kind of the fun. Let's see. I feel like it's the first day of school, and you're like in introducing yourself, and that was always bad for me because I always memorized what I was gonna say right beforehand, and then when I stood up, I forgot it all. I'd be like, my name is this, I am this years old, I got blue eyes. It's like turning into like a DMV trip where I'm like listing off my attributes. Blue eyes. But yeah, my real name's Chris, but I go by Raya. I currently in the Midwest, unfortunately. Born and raised in the Midwest, but I spent a good part of the last few years in North Carolina, and I loved it. The background of why I'm here is kind of to be back and help my family out a little bit, and I was missing my fam. I was away for 3 years, so it's good to I wanted to spend time with them and hang out and enjoy them and experience life with them and cook for them and help out, and so that's why I'm back. And it's been fun with them, but I'll be honest, Iowa is not it. Iowa is not it. It is the worst, and the Midwest in general is not ideal. So if like you've ever wanted to like come through the Midwest and like hang out, just don't. It's like the Midwest. What's a good way to describe the Midwest? The Midwest is like, have you ever had Cheerios? Like not Honey Nut Cheerios, not Frosted Cheerios, not even Apple Cinnamon Cheerios, just Cheerios. Okay, so you picture that taste, that like dry, oaty, like stale concrete kind of taste. Now just imagine that you left these Cheerios out of an open bag for like conservatively like 12 years. So when you chew on them, it's like mashy and just not the right. It's like cardboard, you know that texture, that cardboard. That's what I was like, and it's cold, and it's gray for a lot of the months, and it is just, and everything is so plain. And they're cool people. They're like decent people. I mean, don't get me wrong. It's the people make the place, but the place is not great. So, what is that? Ooh. It's just not ideal. So, that's kind of what I've been wrestling with. Being back is, I don't love it here. I don't like it here. That's a big reason why I'm starting this, is because I need something to not forget that I'm here, but I need something to like enjoy while I'm here, because otherwise it ain't it. No matter how many times I listen to a Foo Fighter song, I could listen to Everlong like 100 times in a row, and it would not make this place any better. Now I will say, like late spring through summer, beautiful. Come on down, come and visit. When it's like 70 degrees to like 90 degrees, it's beautiful. It's not humid. The sweet corn is the best in the country, trust me. But it is that period of time right there is like 3 months. Like, I kid you not, it's been like in the 30s and low 40s here, and it's almost the middle of April. So it's like, and then it's gonna start getting cold again in like the beginning of September, middle of September. So like you got May, June, July, August, 4 months, I guess. And May isn't even that great, honestly. You could skip May. So June, July, August, 3 months. 3 months of the year. I'm not good at math, but 25% of the entire year is good. But 75% is trash. Not for you. It's not good. It's just, it ain't it. It's just, that's this. If any place wasn't it, it's Iowa. Guaranteed. But look how easily I slipped into podcast mode. That's what this will probably, like a lot of these will be, like a podcast kind of situation where I just yap. And if you like what I'm saying, or even if you don't like what I'm saying, if you just like my voice and want to drown out the world, or if you want to fall asleep to my voice, beautiful. I've heard I have a pretty okay voice from one other person. Oh, I will be right back. That's the pizza rolls. So hold up. Wait a minute. We're gonna be right back. Alright, I'm back. Had to get the young pizza rolls. So yeah. But yeah, what you guys been up to? How's your day? Nashville, that's not for you. You see how it's boop. How he lights up when there's food around. But yeah, it's gonna be a little ASMR because I'm hungry, and you know what? You're gonna get the real me on here. You're gonna get the real me, so I'm gonna eat. Okay, you wanna say? He looks so mad. One thing about me is, for some reason, I always get nervous eating around people. Like outside of my family, I always feel like super uncomfortable eating around people, and I don't know what it is. Like I've never felt like I can't enjoy my food when I eat around people in real life. So maybe this will be better. I can learn how to eat. Learn how to eat. That's the crazy statement, and I'm 33, 32. But yeah, I don't like to eat in front of. I don't know. It's not that I don't like to eat in front of people. I just don't. I don't know. Something about it just is not top tier. So, for all you ASMR fans out there, I'm eating pizza rolls with Cheez-Its. All right, so what's everybody up to? It is about 1:15 my time, a.m. So I'm curious as to what everybody's up to. You guys night owls like me? You guys falling asleep? You guys waking up for work? What y'all doing? Me? Let's see. What I do today? I slept in. I ate some Reese's Puffs. It was crazy. And then I went to the gym. I did chest and triceps today, which was nice. And then I came home and I talked to my fam. And that brings us to today. I really want my brother and my sister too to I'll have them on. Well, I want to do a podcast with them because it's one of the funniest things you ever hear, probably. I mean, we're gonna get super canceled, but it'll be the most fun time you can have, probably. And that's kind of what this will be too. Is just I think the aspect I like more about streaming for me personally is the yapping, the chatting. I'm not really I don't game much, you know. I used to be really into it growing up. Like me and my brothers, we all would play, and I played so many. I mean, I was heavy into essentially from Super Nintendo up till the PS4 was like my bread and butter. Like I loved, you know, that whole series. So growing up, I was I'd say a pretty decent gamer. But then you know how life goes. You know, once I hit college and I started focusing on school and focusing on friends and focusing on romantic relationships and things like that. I kind of, for some reason, just fell away. Oh, I also focused on writing and traveling, so it kind of just eventually kind of phased out a little bit. I'll have spurts here and there. Like I fell in love with GTA 5. Loved that one. I mean that one I fell into heavy and just played and played and played, and those were like some of the most fun memories for me. Like I'd be up to like 6 in the morning, 7 in the morning, like just playing, like grinding through the campaign. That was so much fun for me. But that one and then Skyrim, those two were like in the past, I don't know, 10, 15 years, those were the ones that like heavy. Like those ones were the best ones I played. Like they resonated with me and I loved them. But finding like a game like that where it like hooks me and gets me up till 5 in the morning is few and far between. So I actually hoping like this will spawn some of that. Like maybe you guys can give me games to play. Maybe I'll fall in love with them. Maybe I won't. But I really want to game a little bit more and enjoy that side of things, because it's so much fun, and it's one of those things like I don't think you should ever outgrow it. Or like how society is like gaming's for teenagers or gaming's for those like nerds or losers or things like that. It's like no, it's not something you should have to like grow out of. Like gaming is like a viable entertainment option for, I hope people are gaming in their 80s, 90s, but yeah, it's just tough for me these days to find like engaged. Like I've tried like a few Arkham, like Batman games. I've tried just here and there. One will pop up and I'll download it and I'll play it for a little bit, and it does not connect. Like if it's not a K-drama, I ain't got the attention span. I don't know what it is. But so yeah, so if you got any game recommendations, please send them my way. I will play anything. I'll play an FPS. I don't know the acronyms for these. I'm going to be honest. That's about it. FPS. I know FPS. I know MMO. I know RPG. I know BPD. I know TFT. That's about it. BFG, BFL, Frankie Muniz. But yeah, I want to play. I want to game a little bit more, and see kind of where that leads. And also, I want to have fun with you guys. I want to, meet some cool people. Chat. I want to be just yapping. Just be me. Don't take any of this seriously, because I won't. One of my favorite things to do is just talk out the side of my neck. Like things I don't even believe. I just go with it. Just to see, just to express it and see what's out there. So don't take it too seriously. Except for my K-drama recommendations, because those are spot on. We're going to get into that on Thursday, because let me tell you, I'm watching this one right now where the main lead is, or the male lead is deaf, and the female lead is not deaf. She's undeaf, and essentially they're trying to navigate like a relationship because they kind of fall head over heels for each other. Like he's ears deep in love with her, and it's just it's cozy. It's cozy. Like that's one of my favorite things about Korean. I guess we're getting into it right now, but one of my favorite things about Korean dramas is they hook you in with that coziness. I mean, it depends on what you know, kind of what genre or what realm. I mean, obviously, all Korean dramas are different. It's just like any other form of media. Like, you know, if I said American drama, you could have anything from, you know, American Gangster, Lincoln Lawyer to Boy Meets World. Well, no, that's more of a, but like Secret Life of American Teenager, something like that. It's like, what? You got Sopranos, you got Alias. I don't know why that popped in my head, but we'll work on that because I don't like Jennifer Garner. But so yeah, like Korean dramas, they span the gamut of like serious, you know, lighthearted, bubbly, dark, happy, light, moody, cozy, political, all these things. And my specific vein of Korean dramas I like the most are the cozy ones, like the ones that just like they for some reason they film coziness to another level. Like they do so many like good shots of like, say, a home, like the way they decorate the home and then like film it with the lighting and the mood, and you know, maybe it's rainy, maybe it's just like their nighttime cozy vibes are just peak. And those, like, that's what I love. I love watching something that's so cozy, and like it just makes me feel cozy. So that's kind of where I stay. But this one that I'm watching right now, it's called Tell Me That You Love Me, and it is really cozy. It's pretty slow. It's like, it's not gonna like knock your socks off with any action or anything like that. I mean, but it's endearing, but it's really nice, and it's got two, like, they do a lot of like side characters show up in multiple dramas. It's like, it's wild how a lot of times it feels like if you're in one vein of like K-drama, you get typecasted, at least from watching like the actors and actresses get typecasted. And so it seems like a lot of the secondary characters will show up in a lot of other dramas in that same genre. So in this cozy vein, like, I'll see the same people over and over and over, and it's nice because it's like, if you really like one of these side characters, you're good. Like, the side character in this one is the best friend of the female lead, and she's got like really like expressive like features, and like she's kind of short and her face a little squished, but it works for her. And like, she's almost the exact same role she is in every other role, but she's just a good actress and it works. But it's fun to, it's just, that's kind of what I've been on, is K-dramas. And I've actually been into more anime. I took the week off this last week, and I just sunk my teeth into anime, just because it's another thing like gaming, where it's like I love it and I grew up loving it, but I just have fallen away from a lot of it. So this week I took off. I watched first one I watched was, I finished season 1 of Attack on Titan, which was okay. It wasn't like it. They were a lot whinier than I wished. Like, the main characters, like Eren Yeager is cool. Levi's cool, but like even Eren, like they all just like whine so much, and I'm not a big like whiny character fan. Like when I watched Demon Slayer, I can't remember his name, but the dude in yellow, like he just whined so much that it almost made me stop watching, just because I hate that like whiny, you know, frightened character that just, "Oh, I don't want to do any, like I'm too scared to do any of this." Like, what do we got? Like, I don't know. Like, I get that that's part of the narrative, and that's part of like the moving a storyline is like making sure you know someone's like feeling frightened in this situation. Like, I would be frightened in that situation. There's giant titans attacking your world. But I hate it expressed in TV where like they're just too whiny. It's just too much for me. So I watched Attack on Titan and got to season 1 or into season 1. I probably won't watch any more of it, honestly. It just didn't do it for me. I like the world building and I like the character building. That was cool, and the animation was amazing. But then I watched Jujutsu Kaisen. Bro, that one, everyone had been telling me, you know, everyone I pretty much talk about anime with, like, had been talking like, hey, have you? Everyone, we always talk about Demon Slayer or Jujutsu Kaisen. It's like the modern like ones that like you probably will like. And Demon Slayer I love. So Jujutsu Kaisen, like I remember, this tattoo artist back in North Carolina, her and her husband, they were like really hyping it up, and I never forgot because like I trust their opinion on a lot of anime. We talked a few times about just different ones, and so yeah, and then all through online, like I've heard from a bunch of people, Jujutsu Kaisen. I was like, all right, I bet. It just never was the right time, but I watched it, at least the first season, because I just put it on Hulu. Amazing. It was fantastic. It was like it wasn't. So I almost compare almost everything to like how I felt so sucked into Demon Slayer. Like Demon Slayer from jump was like, oh, I'm in it. Like this is the best thing I've watched since Sword Art Online, pretty much. Jujutsu didn't like suck me in like crazy, but it just, the way it progressed and the scenes, the fight scenes, the storylines, everything, the characters, like it was, I loved it. Satoru Gojo. But yeah. So Jujutsu Kaisen, if you haven't seen it, I recommend it. I can't wait to see season 2. Yeah, that one, I liked it so much. And so that kicked off, like, it reminded me of how much I love a good anime. So then, after that, I watched the first season of Chainsaw Man. That one was amazing. Chainsaw Man, I might even like more than Jujutsu Kaisen. Like, Chainsaw Man, I love Power. Like, she is such a good character. She's so funny. She's like, I love that both her and Denji, like, don't care. Like, I love that apathetic, like, character so much more than like the whiny character. Like, I love a character who's like, I don't care, I'm going to this fight, and if I die, I die. Like, I love that, and that's how they both are. And it's just, man, that one's good. All the characters, all the heavy hitting, like, sadness, the way they film. I mean, yeah, okay. So no spoilers for Chainsaw Man, but at first I thought it was like, oh, why is this like sexed up, like 16-year-old just trying to, hit on. I thought it was like really fan servicey, like sex driven, and like I usually like I won't watch those, but this one, it really seemed like it served the story. Like it really seemed to serve his character development, because even like within the first few episodes, like at first he was like, lonely, and he hadn't had any interaction with many like people he was attracted to, so he doesn't know what to do. And even getting his first like feeling his first boob, like they made it so it fed the storyline and fed it into like, well, he was kind of disappointed because it's like not quite what he like dreamed it to be. And then, like it really, it wasn't so much about him like feeling a boob as it like showing like how sometimes the dream is better than the reality. And like they do it so well. And yeah, sometimes it's like, ooh, like, but also you gotta remember, like in the story, I think he's 16, and he's surrounded by like beautiful women or whatever it is, and he hasn't really had that experience. And so it's one, if you can get past that, then I think it made me nostalgic for, I don't know why, like a summertime vibe. Like it was so nice. And Pochito, or Pochito, the little chainsaw dog, the demon, it reminds me of my Nashville. Pochita. And even Nashville responds to it now, because I called him Pochita a lot. Or Pochito. Pochita. I think it's Pochita. But yeah, so I really, really enjoyed Chainsaw Man. Like, I recommend that more than I recommend Jujutsu Kaisen. And then after Chainsaw Man, go. That's so sick. If you watch it, that's probably the coolest parts of the whole first season. Go. And then the way they did, like, just the animation on that is, like, they nail the mood of scenes. Like, it is almost like you're watching live action. I can't describe it. You just have to watch it. Like, it's like, yeah, it's gory and violent, and it is very sexed up at times, but just from a cinematic perspective, like, it is gorgeous. And Power's in it. And Power's one of my favorite characters I've seen in a long time. So after Chainsaw Man, then I jumped to one that my brother and my sister's girlfriend, or my sister's boyfriend, Evan, had been hyping up for quite a while. And that one was The Rising of the Shield Hero. And this one, I'm in it right now. I'm in the middle of season 2, and it is really good. Like, I get it. I think my brother said he rewatched it a couple times. It is really good. It's the first season gets you hooked. Like, it is very much like Sword Art Online. Like, if you ever watched that one without the weird, that one goes weird. But Rising of the Shield Hero is very much like video game-esque. It's like he starts out at level 0, and thrust into this world he doesn't know anything about, and he's got to climb, and he's got to fight, and he's got to progress, and and it's like very, it's very, I think, rewarding as a viewer, just because the way they do it is very much like a video game where he's level 0, and then he has to get XP, and you see him get to level 1, you see him get to like different levels, you see his stats boost, you see like a interface, when he sees an interface where it's like, boom, stats, level, health, all that stuff, XP, like magic power, spirit power, whatever it is. So it's very like well integrated in terms of like video game concept, and it's really cool, and the story is cool, and he meets a lot of women. He it's funny, like halfway through I'm like, does he ever get like a male friend? But it works. They do that one well too. Like, it's it's not as let's say, if I'm gonna compare it, it's not quite as, it's not cinematic like Chainsaw Man. And it's not quite as beautiful as Jujutsu Kaisen, but it's got its merits. It's very, the story is what gets you, and it's like the story building and the level building, like it's very rewarding. You know, it feels like you're playing a video game as you're watching him get stronger and you're watching his teammates get stronger. And there's a half raccoon demi-human named Raftalia in there that it's so cute to see him like pretty much raise this companion from, you know, kid age to, well, she ages differently, so it's weird, but she gets to like an adult age pretty fast. Anyways, there's also a little he has a companion named Philo. She like can turn into a bird. It's what do you expect? It's, yeah, normal, but she's like this cute little kid that he like, that can fight with him, and that's a cute relationship, seeing him as like a father figure for her, and it's like, it's a very cute at times story, and I really enjoy it. So yeah, I'm in the middle of season 2 now, and I think there's 3 seasons out, so hopefully I can finish it. But I liked it. It's one of those, like, the first season for sure was like, I binged it. Like, I couldn't stop watching it. I was like, it's rare for anything to take precedence over like a K-drama I'm watching, but this one did. Like, I would not watch my Korean dramas, and I would just keep watching Shield Hero. It's really good. It's very bingeable. But yeah, so it's been my anime arc. It's been a lot of fun. Also, I realized I'm a little bit blurry from back here, but that's fine. I'll fix it next time because this is way more comfortable. But so yeah, I'll probably go for, I don't know, maybe 20 more minutes today. Like I said, this is just the first one. This is the initial, like, more or less testing the quality and the mic sound and the volume and all that, and just chatting. So I'll probably be saying all this, excuse me, tomorrow night. But yeah, so and you know, let me know, like, in the, you know, in the chat or wherever, if like, you know, if you got ideas of what you kind of want to see, and if it aligns with kind of what I love, let's do it. Because I saw one of these things where it's like, I don't know where I was going with that, but this K-drama is real cozy, and I'm gonna save it for Thursday for K-drama, because I do like the idea of having, you know, set days for different topics or different, like, themes, because that way, let's say you're out there and you love Korean dramas but you hate Minecraft. Well, it's like, then you can come through on Thursday and you don't have to watch on Monday. Or you love hearing some dude yap about random topics. Come through on Tuesday and you can skip the other days. Or if you want to come through every day, awesome. If you want to put me in the background, put you in the headphones as you fall asleep, awesome. Or while you're working or working out or drawing or writing or reading or just trying to settle down for bed or whatever it is, you know. The hope is, I mean, you'll see once I get a little bit more comfortable with the setup and the environment and everything, then it'll make me a little bit more comfortable to come out of my shell a little bit and be a little funnier and all that. So hopefully, if anything, whether you like anything that we do or the games we play, anything, hopefully that you can laugh a little bit. That's the main thing I want to bring to this, is some laughter. Because, I don't know, it's one of my favorite things to do, is just try to make someone laugh. And so, if I can do that for you, amazing. So, yeah, I like having, and maybe you can let me know if you agree or if you disagree, maybe, but like a kind of a set schedule we can kind of, you can tune in if you want to, like almost like I don't know, like a TV schedule, you know. Mondays, boom. Tuesdays, boom. So you just fall in line. If you want to set a reminder for Thursday Korean drama day, do it. If you want to do flashback Fridays, you know, set a reminder for that. Amazing. Fridays we're probably going to talk about like 90s, 2000s stuff. I'm going to go through like some memories. Maybe we'll go through like, we'll play some, I'm going to get it hooked up where I can play some music like through here. For the stream and not the VODs, so that way we can kind of listen to some old school music and just vibe out and just chill. So yeah, that's kind of the idea for this, and it'll change, it'll grow, it'll evolve, but like I said, the plan is to be here. I'll be here about 10 p.m. every weekday, so you know, set your clocks, set your alarms, tune in, or don't, whatever you choose. But yeah, have you ever had just Cheerios? Why do we, that, it's wild. I've never seen a cereal so accurately depicted by the color of its box. Like, you know, that, like, just that, it's like it's almost like a bright and dull yellow at the same time. I don't know how they do it, but for some reason that color is exactly what you would expect the Cheerios to taste like. Like, you're not surprised. You open up the box, open up the bag, that yellow container, you pour it out, and you just see some like cream colored circles, and you're like, none of this is okay. None of this, like, it's like, but it makes sense. It just makes sense. You look at it and you taste it and you're like, it makes sense that this box is so yellow. Cheerios taste yellow, if that makes sense. Is that a hot take? Any anime fans out there? You guys got a favorite? My all-time favorite is Full Metal Alchemist. Not Brotherhood. Just Full Metal Alchemist. All-time favorite. It's so sad, so beautiful, so funny. It's so just it's so nice. That one just feels nice. I'm trying to get me and my brother are trying to get my sister to watch that one next. Cause that one is just, I don't know, something about it just scratches an itch. It just feels anime. Like, it just feels good. It's just, and it's so sad, but not in like a disturbing way. It's like, that one is my favorite. But I also really love Inuyasha. That one is like that one's like a nostalgic thing. Like, that was like Toonami, like sharing a room with my younger brother. It'd be on at like 11 p.m. We're supposed to be in bed for school, but we're watching, Inuyasha yell at some old woman, you old hag. Like, that's like and the music, the soundtrack, I listen to the Inuyasha soundtrack at least once a week. Like, no exaggeration. It's just what a banger. An absolute banger. Like, one of the best ending songs of all time. But my all-time favorite of my recent watches is Tokyo Ghoul. Tokyo Ghoul is one of those weird ones for me. Like, me, I honestly, if I don't connect with the show in the first like 10 minutes, I'm out. Like, I'm all the way out. It's like I'll forget all about it. Will no longer remember it exists. It's done to me. It's dead to me. Tokyo Ghoul is like one of the few exceptions to that, where it's like, I watched the first episode, like a year prior, and I was like, I wasn't really in the right mindset, wasn't in the right mood, whatever it is. But then one winter, I think maybe it was November-ish, almost winter, I found a lot of things are better with the lights, like at nighttime. Like, a lot of things just feel better at nighttime. So Tokyo Ghoul, I was like, for some reason I just needed something dark. I just needed something that fit the chilly atmosphere. Just picture me in Nashville in North Carolina. We got a wood floor house. It's like a witchy kind of vibey house, wood floors. I'm laying on the couch in the living room. Candles are going. It's chilly outside. It's dark. Maybe like 6 or 7, but it's like winter hours, so it's really like 9 or 10. And I'm like, I need something just to fit the mood, just to kind of, I need a little bit creepy. I need a little bit, dark. For some reason, I click on Tokyo Ghoul, and it hit. Like, it was the exact right time for me to watch it. The exact right mood I needed. Like, Kaneki and like Juzo Suzuya and everybody. It was like something that the worlds collided, and it was like exactly the right time for me to watch that. And that one, like, not Tokyo Ghoul Re or RE, but just the Tokyo Ghoul, fantastic. I don't know if I'll ever find one I enjoy as much as that. Like, I've got it so much where I've got a tattoo for it. It's just one that just I connected with so heavy. And like I said, I had already watched it like an episode a year prior, and like I never go back to shows, but this one I did, and I'm so glad I did, because it's my favorite one in the modern times. Like, absolutely. So if you haven't seen it, wait for like a dark, kind of crispy evening where you need like a kind of a creepy show. That's not even that creepy. It's just like dark, and it's just like, it's so good. I want to watch it. Hopefully one of these days. I don't know how Twitch works, but hopefully one of these days maybe we can stream them together. We can have a watch party or something. That would be really fun. Because that one is so good. But apart from that one, I really enjoyed Sword Art Online. Shots fired. Sword Art Online. Really enjoyed that one. And then I fell off for a while. I tried to get into Death Note. Couldn't do it because I thought it'd be like Tokyo Ghoul, and it wasn't. I did watch Toradora, which is adorable. Toradorable. I'm trying to think of anyone else I've watched recently. Ooh, does Samurai Jack count? Remember Samurai Jack? Samurai Jack. He don't know Jack. Dum 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 dum. Actually, never got into Samurai Jack. I was more of a Courage the Cowardly Dog kind of guy myself. But to each their own. Yeah, I'm trying to think of any other animes that like I really got into recently. No, nothing that like that really. I want to get into Trigun. I want to watch Trigun. My brother really likes Trigun, and I really want to watch it, but I don't know. I don't know why I haven't. Great story, right? Yeah, I'm glad I'm in my anime arc because it definitely is something I love. It's like something that I feel like it's missing when I don't watch it, but like I just don't focus on it. It's like I get so wrapped up in life and things. It's like it made me kind of sad actually to think about while I was watching Jujutsu Kaisen. I was like, this is such a good mood having it on. And I was like laying down on the couch and watching, and I was like, this is such a good mood, and I want more of it. But maybe it's beautiful because I don't have it all the time. Like I kid you not, like I'll go years without watching an anime. Like maybe like a year and a half I'll go by without me watching one, and then I'll get real heavy into them, and then I'll fall away for another year and a half. So maybe it's kind of nice that I have these little spurts where it's like, oh yeah, this is beautiful. The animation and the music and kind of the intros and the outro, like being excited to listen to an intro or an outro. And it's just like, I love having these times, these eras, I guess. But it's also like, it makes me sad that I don't have them all the time. Like, cause I'm aware of it when I'm like 7 months deep into not watching anime, and I'm like, man, I really want to watch it, but I can't push myself to get to one. I'm always just, let me watch this new Korean drama. Like, you should see, well, it all comes back to Korean dramas for me, but like, you should see, I've got like a list on my phone, and it is growing in a frightening amount. Like I've got like at least 30 Korean dramas for sure. Maybe like 5 anime and like 2 or 3, J dramas, and then like a smattering of like movies that I should watch. But it's overwhelmingly Korean dramas. Overwhelmingly. Like, yeah. I'm excited. I'm so excited for our Korean drama days because I'm going to dive so deep and my mispronunciations are going to be so apparent. But it's going to be so much fun because I love talking about Korean dramas and I love, like, I hope you guys, I hope it'd be nice to chat about it with people because like here in Iowa, nobody, I mean there are a few people that watch Korean dramas, but like nobody in my circles, like I'm in the wrong circles because like everyone when I say, oh, I watch a Korean drama, it's like, but you gotta read while you're watching it. I'm like, yeah, but you watch TV with subtitles, it's the same thing. It's like, it's just subtitled in your own language, but they're speaking it on TV in a different. It's like, I don't know. I don't know why it's like foreign TV or foreign movies like get like a bad stigma in America sometimes, but I love them. They're so, it's like once you watch the one that like you really connect with, it changes your entire life. I kid you not. Like you watch, I mean, it applies to anything. If you like really get into, I don't really like, I mean, that's a lot. I really like some American shows and I love like, I really like American comedies. I think our dramas are lacking these days. I can't, I don't know. But it's like anything. If you find one that you just really gravitate toward, you like it, like it just sets you off on this new path. And I've watched a Korean drama when I was like in college, and I was like, what is this? The language is beautiful. The food looks amazing. All the shots are aesthetic, and like the people are beautiful, and the acting is top tier. Like a lot of the acting, that's what blows my mind. And a lot of them, like a lot of the Korean dramas that I gravitate toward, like the acting is top notch. Like I watched one a while back called My Mister, and that one is awesome. And actually, R.I.P. to the main actor. He died. I think he committed suicide. I think it was also in the movie Parasite. I'm pretty sure. It was real sad. I don't know what happened. I think there was drug investigations and, but it was like weed or something. I don't know. And also, like reporters were, I don't know, something happened. But anyways, the show itself, fantastic. His acting in that, and then there's an actress in it. She's a singer. She goes by the name IU. She's incredible. Like the acting in that, like, you know how impressive it is to feel someone's acting but not even speak their language. Like I can feel the acting from that show like in my soul, and I don't even understand the words that she's using to convey anything. Like that's crazy. That's impressive. Like that's when you know the acting is just optimal. It's like I started feeling emotions in my body because of something she's doing on a TV screen that I don't understand. Like I understand like her body language and her like facial movements and things and her tone, but like I don't understand the actual words she's saying without the subtitles, right? So I hate that a lot of foreign media gets like a bad rap in America. If you haven't seen a Korean drama, try it out. Just try one, pick it, like ask around, go online and say, hey, best Korean dramas, or like whatever type you like. If you like romantic stuff, if you like, war, if you like history, if you like comedy, if you like sentimental, if you like any of that stuff, slice of life, it is all there. Like, you find one and yeah. But that's the thing about being in the Midwest and Iowa. Even, I mean, I was in North Carolina and nobody was really watching like that. Like, it makes me sad that I don't have like a big community of like Korean drama fan watchers, like, in person. Like, it's one of those, I'm gonna have to go like meet up at a convention somewhere and like do something like that, because nobody in my circles watches them like that. Like, it's so weird. Like, I even like, I don't know. It's definitely more than it was in the past, because like I think I started watching them. I'd say early for Iowa on the Korean drama train. I'm still early for Iowa on the Korean drama train. Like, they won't watch these things for like another 30 years. But like the Korean drama, I think I've watched my first one like in maybe 2013, something like that. 2012, which is what, 12, 14 years ago, something like that. And back then, it was like when, like, I want to say, actually, we're gonna put a pause on this because I want to get into this on Thursday for our first one. But more or less, I love them. They put me in a good mood. They put me in a good mindset. Like, it's one of those things, like, it's like relaxing to my ears and my eyes to watch a Korean drama. And it's a big reason why I want to go. And I'm actually planning a trip to Korea and Japan, but mainly for Korea, because I want to. Did you see that? I'm just kidding. My dog pulled the cord. But yeah, it's if you haven't watched any, I have a long list of recommendations. So hit me up with what you like, and I'll be able to tailor something for you. All right. So yeah, hopefully you like some yapping, because I'm pretty good at it, which is weird because I do not like to talk in like my day-to-day life. Like, I always pick jobs where I can work by myself. Like, in every for the last, I don't know, 10 years, every job I've had, like, a big reason I took the job was because at some point I knew that I was going to be able to work by myself. So like, that's important to me. It's like having my own time, my own space. And I, like, in my perfect world, outside of my family, I wouldn't talk to a single human for weeks on end. Like my goal actually is to get a plot of land somewhere in the south, somewhere warm. Excuse me. You know, have a few dogs, have a garden. I want to be at a place where I can either work remotely, or, you know, if I'm blessed enough to have a little, you know, nest egg, maybe only have to go, I don't know, maybe I'll work a few months here, a few months there, but like the goal would be to not see a single person for like 3 weeks. Like that sounds ideal to me. Like, it'll probably have to be when, like, I don't know when. Maybe when I'm like in my 40s, because I'm 32 now. So hopefully the goal is like by the end of my 40s, I'll have a patch of land with some dogs and a garden and a porch. Because the dream is just to sit outside and just listen to the animals and the crickets and the locusts, and have my dogs by my feet and watching the sunset. Of course, I'll have some music playing from the other room. Probably like Watch House or something folky, like, you know, Gregory Allen or something like that. And just relax. For some reason, I've been thinking about Texas. Like, Texas seems like, I don't want to say a spot I would enjoy. I've been to Texas a few times, and I think both times there have been just massive storms. Like, Texas storms are on another level. Like, it's terrifying. I remember I went through, like, the worst, like, driving conditions probably of my life, driving up to get to, I want to say Dallas. I don't remember. I don't know. Where's Dallas? I don't know. Texas, like, is way too big for anything. Like, all I know is we were driving through this storm, and it was like hail, and like we had to stop for a long period of time. It was like ridiculous. Like, I'd seen hailstorms. I can drive through hail. I can drive through like heavy rain. This was like something different. This was like, I don't know. It was like I was underwater, but I was driving. So make that make sense. Like, I was hydroplaning. I was doing all the hydros. I was hydro flasking. I was hydro. It was bad. It was real bad. Texas is weird. Texas is, but that being said, the only things I need for my life are a patch of land and warm weather. I need a warm climate. None of this only living fully from June to the end of August. I cannot do that. I need, like, the beautiful thing about being in North Carolina is, like, North Carolina is mild. Like, it's mild. It's hot in the summertime, humid, which I love. Which I know not many people agree with that, but like the humidity, I love those humid nights. Chef's kiss. But I like, it would be, you know, pretty mild up through December, and then December was like a little chilly, where it's like, I'm talking like southern chilly, so it's like lows of the 30s, maybe lows of like the upper 20s, but like highs, daytime highs like 40s or 50s, which I can do that all day. So that's December. January into February starts warming up, where it's like we could be touching 70-degree days. Like, for reference, here in Iowa, it's April. April's weather here is like January weather in North Carolina. Maybe December weather. Like, it's so not good. But the thing, all I need is just a mild winter. Ideally, I would love a hot summer. Like, I'm almost like a amphibian, or maybe a reptile. I don't know, whichever ones lay on rocks, like them hot rocks. That's me. I need hot rocks. I need to warm up. It's like right now, throughout this entire winter, I felt so cold. Like I've got blankets, I've got heaters, I got everything, and I still just feel in my bones just cold, and I cannot de-thaw, or I cannot thaw, like out. Like I'm just de-thawed constantly. I need it to just be so warm outside. I'm talking 80s, 90s. Even I'll take 100 sometimes. You know, I don't know if I could be doing this whole Phoenix, like Arizona stuff. I can't be in like the 110 degree day. Like that's a little much. And also, I don't like scorpions. And also, armadillos are weird. They're like skunks with armor. Armadillos are like skunks and porcupines had a baby. They look like sand shrews. And like sand shrew is cute, but like armadillos, not that cute. But that's all I need is some warmth and a patch of land. You know, ideally without gators. I don't like alligators. I don't like crocodiles. Like that's a legit fear for me. But I can do snakes. I can do scorpions. I can do, you know, things like that. That doesn't bother me. So yeah, that's the hope, is like, that's why I like this, because I talk the most here. I don't, if you see me out in public, I will not yap. I am not a yapper in public. I'm not a public yapper. I'm like more like an inside situation kind of yapper. Like to you guys, not to anybody. Like except for my family, everyone else, nobody knows me. Like, it's wild. I'm not saying you know me, but like, I just don't share. It's just not my natural state. Like, I've had, you know, romantic relationships in the past where like that was like a thing. It was like, Chris, you don't open up. And it's not that I'm closed off. At least me, it's my perspective. It's what I think. Maybe I am closed off. I don't know. But it's not that I'm closed off. I just don't care to open up. I just don't. It's just not. I already have lived my day in my life, my experience. I don't feel like sharing that with the people I'm around. I'm more like concerned about like what we're doing in that moment, in that present time, right? So like if I'm with somebody, I'm more about the present and like, hey, what are we doing today? What are we enjoying today? How are we gonna like make some memories together? That kind of situation. Less about like how I felt about this situation that affected me 2 months ago or last year or whatever. It's like I don't really tell stories about my past, except that's why I like this is like an outlet for me. I'll probably end up telling some stories, but I just, in my natural day-to-day life, that's just not how I communicate. You know, it's not how I show my affection or my love. Like, I don't care if people, I get it, like that sucks. Like, for someone to get to know me, like, first of all, don't try to get to know, you don't want to get to know me. I'm just me. Like, I don't know. Are we figuring things out today? I don't know. This is the first one. I didn't plan to go deep on this first one, but here we are talking about my communication style and whether it's flawed. It is flawed, 100%. But I'm not a yapper by myself. Like, I'm a yapper by myself. Like, I like to talk to myself. I like to like work things out in my brain. I'm much more of a writer. Like, I like to write things and you know, keep a journal and all those things. But like, if I'm talking to a friend, I'm not gonna tell him how my day was, or like, I'm gonna be like, oh, it was good, but I'm not gonna go through like the minutia of my day to day. Like, that's so boring to me. I don't care about, like I said, I've already lived it. I've already experienced it. I already was out in the woods for 3 hours doing this survey and doing this and this and this and this. Like, I've already done it. I've experienced it. It was either fun or it wasn't fun. But like now we're here and we're chilling and we're hanging out and we're experiencing life and like that. I don't know. Does that make sense? Am I making any sense? I know it's not the like exactly what I mean when I'm saying it, but I'll get there. I'll find it. It's like it's just boring to me, I guess. Like that's not how I don't want to just talk to talk. Except here. In my day-to-day, it's like I don't talk to hear my own voice. I'm very... If I talk, it's because it means something to me. Or matters. Or it's like it's funny to me. Or it's like it's meaningful. I don't just yap. So that's what you guys... That's the beauty... That's the... Unfortunately, or not, for you guys, that's what this is. I'm gonna yap. Because maybe I need it. Maybe I need an outlet for yapping. Since I don't do it in my day-to-day. Who knows? My dog's watching me. He's going to come over. He saw me. Look at him. So, act normal, act normal, act normal. Hey, Nash. What's wrong for you? Boop. Oh, you're just off screen, buddy. Boop. Pochita. Hello, co-host. Hello, Nashville. So, let's see. I guess I can go over a few of my streamer... Let's do streamer rules, I guess. The rules I have: be kind. Like, just try to be kind to each other. That's a biggie for me. The older I get, the more I realize, like, kindness is just paramount. Number 2, help each other out. If someone doesn't know how to do something, or, if I don't know how to do something, which there's plenty of things I don't know how to do, be patient and help me out. Don't make fun of me for not knowing something, because there's so many things I don't know. And then this is a safe space for everybody. So no racism, no sexism, no transphobia, no homophobia, no, none of that. No bigotry, no nothing. Like, none of that. I don't accept any of that. I won't give warnings. if anybody comes through with that kind of language or that kind of attitude, you're gone. Like, I want this to be a cozy place for all of us to kind of decompress from the day, have fun, relax, play games, chat, talk about Korean dramas, hang out with our puppies and our kitties and our animals and our birds and our snakes and whatever we have. So none of that, just dark behavior. None of that, like, icky stuff, okay? Because I will ban you 100%. Don't even test me. But so yeah, now let's see, streamer influences. So let's see. Some of my influences in the streaming realm. I'm a big Foosley fan. I'm not a big fan. I mean, I really, really love her streams. I think she's hilarious. And there's so many times like her streams just have me laughing out loud, like just dying. She's just so witty and so funny, and she makes me, like, her streams make me laugh a lot. And then lately I've been watching Cutie Cinderella. Like, she has her, like, podcasts and stuff, and I really, really been enjoying those. Like, that's influenced me. And then KK Katamina, that's another one. I think she's hilarious, and I just like kind of her style and things, and the game she plays. And then let's see, who else do I really enjoy? I don't know. Those are the biggies for me. Those are the ones that, like, I can think of off top that, like, I really, really enjoy and I come back to. But yeah, that was my introduction to the streamer world. It's actually my brother, my younger brother. He I don't know who he was. I can't remember the names of the people who were watching at the time, but I remember he, like, recommended, I think, Valkyrae. At the time he said, like, Chris, you would probably really, really like her streams. And I was like, oh. And at the time, this is a few years ago, and I was like, at the time I was not watching streamers at all. Like, I just wasn't on my radar, Korean dramas, you know how it goes. So, anyways, I started watching Valkyrae, and actually, if I could rewind, I'll probably end up telling the story a lot because it's like my origin stories. But, like, the first streamer I ever really watched was my friend Michelle. She started a stream. She's someone I've, like, knew since high school. Like, one of the best people I've ever known in my life. So shout out Michelle. She's just a sweetheart, and she started streaming. And I came through, and I would catch her, like, whenever I could, just to support. And she's one of those that, like, I really wanted to, like, support her endeavors and, like, her channel and whatever it was I could do, just because, she deserves it. Like, she's just a wonderful human being. But also, it's like, it's really cool to have somebody in your corner, especially when you're just starting out, like, just to know that somebody's supporting you, like, outside of your family and all that. It's like, it's really cool. So I wanted to be that for her. And anyway, she streamed. It wasn't very long. I mean, she streamed for maybe a few months, I think. But oddly enough, I started with the intent of, like, supporting her, but somehow throughout the thing, it, like, ended up her, like, streams were, like, supporting me. Like, it was wild. It was like the timing was weird because she started streaming right when I moved down to North Carolina, and this is, like, the first time I moved across states where, like, I'm not near my family, I'm not near, my mom and dad and my brothers and sisters, like, so, there was a lot of times, like, I was just lonely. It was like me and my dog in a brand new space, a brand new house, brand new neighborhood, didn't know anyone, slowly, eventually, I like got to be friends with my coworkers and things, but like I didn't know a single soul in that area, and so it just right around that time was when she started streaming, and Nashville, get away from the camera, buddy. Right around that time she started streaming, and it was just honestly a godsend. Like, it was perfect because I've told her this too, but like she was just like, it was so comforting to have a familiar voice, like, to listen to, like, and it was one of those, like, it didn't feel that parasocial only because like I know her, like we met, like we, one time I don't want to call it a date, but we went to see a theater show together. I thought it was a date. I mean, it was, I don't know. I don't know if she considers it a date. I don't know. But anyways, she yeah, like it was really, like, there were some nights that I'd come home from work and I just like, man, did I make the right choice? I'm not really fitting in. I don't feel comfortable. Job is tough. I'd come home and it'd just be me and my dog and some leftover, curry, and anyways, I would turn on her streams and she'd be streaming some games and laughing and making jokes and stuff, and I'd be like, oh, it's like I got it. Like, I understood why people like to watch streamers or like to watch people yap, because it's like the way her voice like comforted, like filled my room, like the space was just nice. It was nice to have a familiar voice or a friendly voice to listen to as I was like, writing or getting ready for bed or things like that. Like, it was just, I don't know, in the most wholesome way, it was like comforting. And like I said, I told her that, and I really, honestly, I wish she would stream again because it's a vibe and you guys would love her. But she was like the real first streamer I ever watched, but I didn't consider her a streamer just because I already knew her. Like, I just considered her a friend who was streaming. But then yeah, my brother suggested I check out Valkyrae, and I did, and I was on a big Valkyrae kick, honestly, for like a year, like, cause I really, really like the games she was streaming, and I like her like reaction. Like, she's very loud and like very like enthusiastic about like things, and it was really fun. But I had to slow it. I had to like, I kind of stopped watching her only because I watch a lot of streams like before bed, like nighttime, and sometimes I fall asleep with streams like going just because it's cozy. And her, like, she'll yell a lot, and it like wakes me up in the middle of the night, and I can't, like, I couldn't do it because I was like on the East Coast, so it would be like 3 hours behind them. So like they would stream until, I don't know, it'd be like 2 a.m., 3 a.m. my time when I'm already asleep, and like I would just leave it running. Like, if I didn't turn it off or whatever, I just fell asleep too fast, and I'd just wake up at like 2 in the morning from a Valkyrae scream, and I was like, so yeah. So I had to cut back on my Valkyrae streams, and honestly, watching her kind of led me to Fuslie because they were kind of in the same realm, and that was awesome too because now I watch Fuslie a lot more because like I said, she's hilarious, and it's funny to watch her like GTA RP like streams, because like that's another thing. Like, I never thought I would watch streamers, and I am now, and I never thought I would like GTR RP, but I do now. Like, once again, my brother was right. He said like that's one of the funniest things to watch, and I was like, nah, I don't. People role playing in a game, like in GTA, like specifically, that does not sound interesting. But then I watched. There was one moment I think in like one of her earlier, like a few years back, where she was RPing, and there was like, I don't remember the situation, but it was one of the funniest things. Like, honestly, I can almost picture it. Like, she was talking with someone, like a friend, like a fellow character in the game, and like she was like, she got a phone call, I think, and she was on the phone and walking away, and the guy like walked into her friend walked in the middle of the street and got hit by a car, and like the way it was like her POV, like, and the way it happened was the funniest thing I had seen in such a long time. I died laughing, and that was the moment I liked watching GTA RP. Like, seeing that killed me, and from then on I was like, okay. The potential for just absolutely hysterical moments are like so high with that, and I was like, yeah, I'm in it. I wanna see more. So yeah, I've been watching Foozy a lot. Let's see, like I said, Kay Katamina. I really enjoy her. Like, she gets really into like, I don't know. It doesn't seem like she like gets like really plays, like she plays what she wants to play. It seems like she plays a lot of things that like she gets like, I can't explain it, but what I've seen from her is like she'll play games that like aren't necessarily big or like popular, but like she enjoys them, and she's just funny. She's just like, she's got this cool dynamic where I think we're not supposed to be able to tell if she's being serious, but like, yeah, I don't know, it works. So yeah, those are who I watch, and it's been fun. It's interesting. It always changes. It fluctuates. Like, month to month, I'll listen to this streamer, or I'll listen to this guy, like whoever this is, podcast, or this group. Like, I'll watch The Yard with Ludwig, or I'll watch like Saikuno, or I'll watch Kimmy, or I'll watch Fan, or like some of these streamers. Like, I'll watch them and like it kind of, whoever is like playing something I'm interested at that month, So that's kind of my background in streaming is that. And also I did have a podcast. I still have a podcast on YouTube called Unwind with Raya, and it's kind of like a cozy vibe. It's kind of like this right here, actually, where it's just me yapping and talking about life. But those, I really lean into like the cozy day. So like I did like self-care, facial stuff. Did a whole lot of like creating music, or like playing piano and guitar and things like that, and kind of just winding down for the day. Whereas this is kind of more keeping you company throughout the night. But if anybody's interested, I will still be streaming on YouTube occasionally. I can't say for sure. I tentatively, I want to do like Saturdays. Do a cozy streams on Saturdays over on YouTube, but who knows? Maybe I'll bring it over here to Twitch and just do that instead. If that's something you like. Otherwise, I'll just keep my Saturdays to myself and just relax with my family. But yeah. So like I said, tomorrow I'll be streaming probably about 10 p.m. Central Standard Time. So I can't do the math, but whatever that is, your time. My time is whatever time Chicago's time is. So just remember that. That's how I remember it. My puppy keeps looking over at me. But yeah. And like I said, if you've got any suggestions, recommendations, any Korean drama recommendations, I always accept. I've seen quite a bit, but if you've seen any that I haven't seen and you love them, feel free to drop that line. I'll probably make another little widget somewhere over here about, K-drama recommendations, so I can keep track and we can discuss them. But then I really want to do, let me know, like, always music recommendations as well. Like, that that is also like up there for me. Like I am so big into music. Like there's very rarely a time where I'm not listening to music. Like even now, I want to have like music in my ears. I was listening to like a Midwest emo playlist while I was making some of this stuff, and it really hit the spot. Like Modern Baseball and Hot Mulligan. I don't know if you got any fellow elder emos in the interwebs, but I am such a big post-punk or pop-punk and Midwest emo fan. Honestly, I love everything under the sun. I love country. I love, reggaeton. I love rap. I love jazz. I love classical. I love it all. Folk. Like my go-to is probably indie folk. Like Gregory Alan Isakov. I'm a big Bon Iver fan. Novo More, Watch House. But then I like Noah Kahn. But I'll listen to anything. Like I was listening to 21 Savage today in the gym. Before that I was listening to some J-pop. So I am down for all the recommendations you've got. But like I said, I was listening to some Midwest emo today, and that was hitting the spot. It's just something about some like college aged like kid screaming from the basement that the town sucks. Like that's wild to me. That's such a good. It's just such a good. It's nice. So today is a lot less structured than most of them will be. I mean, Fridays will probably be like this, where it's just kind of chilling, talking about what we're doing, talking about goals and thoughts. But yeah, like I said, most days will be more structured, have set topics, set themes, because that's kind of, I don't know, I found that that's kind of the most fun for me, because I mean, honestly, I could talk like this for days and go all over the place. But to have kind of a boundary, that like we can extend past the boundaries, but to have kind of like a set idea really helps. Just to get my gears going and get my brain turning. But we'll see. Plus, I can't wait to get some music going too. Like that really, like when we play, probably not when we play Minecraft because I love the Minecraft music, so we'll just listen to that. But maybe on our other game days, and Fridays probably for sure. But so yeah, I guess what I'd like out of this is to be like what Michelle was for me, or like what Fuslie is for me, like a streamer that you can kind of turn on. Maybe you're lonely, or maybe you're just hanging out. Maybe you just want some company, or maybe you want to laugh. Whatever the situation is, whatever it is, there's no judgment here. It's just come through, welcome, hang out. You be part of the family. Hang out with me in Nashville. We'll shoot the breeze, talk about whatever's going on in our lives. I hope if I can be a source of comfort to just one person out there, that is more than I could ask for. That's it. If my voice can help someone be less lonely or kind of enjoy life more, yes, I'm about it. I'm definitely down for that. So let's see. It's almost 3:00 over here. So probably gonna wind it down here. Maybe about a couple more minutes, just to kind of shake off the rust a little bit. But I'm almost out of pizza rolls. So when the pizza rolls are low, you know what that means. Sex. No. But yeah, so I'm also excited to like maybe put you guys onto some music I listen to. I'll put you onto some bands that I really, really mess with, because I also love sharing my music with people and like picking music that I think they would like and seeing if I'm right. So yeah, we'll see, because I really have like I kid you not, my Spotify is like heavy with some hits. Like I've got a catalog super deep of just, we can go 90s R&B, we can go 80s goth rock, we can go 70s 70s rock, we can go early 2000s, right? We can do, I got so many things, so many good artists, so many good songs. Someone I've been listening to a lot lately is Japanese Breakfast. They're really good. If you have a chance, listen to the album Jubilee. It is like springtime. That is the perfect springtime album. Trust me. Listen to Jubilee the first like warm day this spring, and if it's already been warm, just cut it on right now. Such a great springtime album. So yeah, I'm always down for music recommendations. Always down for any kind of, like I said, I don't really mess with a lot of like American TV recently, and like movies. I can't do movies anymore, really. I'm much more of a TV show kind of person. I don't feel like you can. It's weird. It's the weirdest thing, but like, it's not really even an attention span thing. It's like I don't feel connected with characters in movies because it's such a weird amount of time. It's like you're expected to like fall in love with these characters within an hour and a half, and it's like I don't. So it's like most movies just feel so empty to me because I don't connect. Whereas in like a Korean drama, each episode is like an hour and a half, or like an hour, and it's like you get 16 of these episodes or 12 of these episodes. That's like the first episode is like a movie, and you're just you're just starting to get engrossed and like starting to fall for the characters. And then episode 2 happens, you're like even more, and by like 6 or 7 episodes deep, you're like you feel it. And like movies just don't do that to me. Movies just never have. You know, I obviously have my comfort movies. I have my movies that I come back to. And like every once in a while I'll find a movie that I really like and it sticks with me, but it's still like I don't connect well with them. So maybe movie recommendations probably won't hit for me, and American TV probably won't hit for me. But like I'm not gonna watch White Lotus. I'll tell you that right now. Even if it's amazing, I just don't connect. Like it's I don't know. I'm not in that era of my life. But so yeah, Korean drama recommendations, music recommendations. Those are probably the 2 biggies for me. So I'll take whatever you guys got on that one. Whatever ideas, whatever, you know. Yeah. But so like I said, I'm gonna get out of here. I'm gonna probably eat some ice cream and watch some Shield Hero, honestly. But yeah, this was fun. This was fun little like just kind of getting the rust out, you know, getting the feel for it again, getting the rhythm, and it'll be better and better as we go along. Obviously, this is the first stab at it, but it'll be more fun with kind of the things I have in mind, with the structure and all that, and I think this will be fun. So, welcome. I'm Raya. This is gonna be fun. This is gonna be cozy. I want this to be cozy. I want this to be funny. I want this to be enjoyable. Just real chill times. And I want it to be safe. Once again, I want to reiterate. I want this to be a safe space for everyone. You know. So, on that note, I will see you guys tomorrow night. I'll be here 10 p.m. And we're going to do... Tomorrow is Tuesday, so tomorrow's Topic Tuesday. So, we're going to... You'll see. We're going to have a little random topic generator, and we're going to do that. And that'll be fun. So, thank you for hanging out with me. I'll see you guys tomorrow.